It's finally time for the IndyCars to hit Homestead-Miami Speedway, which means our championship race is just around the corner. And with only 8 points separating the top 3, our contenders are definitely going to be turning up the heat. We're going to hear what our drivers are looking forward to as we head to South Florida.
I feel great. You know, we were fast in winter testing. We're going this week to test there, and you know, on all the 1.5 this year, I think I've had the fastest car. So we're just focused on that. I know the team's working hard back in Mooresville, and you know, we're just trying to get stronger and stronger, and we'll try to put this race here in Japan behind us and just move on to Homestead.
This has got to be the closest. You know, obviously there's only 3 of us in it, but you know, to be 5 points and 8 points back, you know, that's pretty crazy. After a whole season, 16 or 17 races, it comes down to that smaller gap. So, you know, that's cool. It's going to come down last lap, last corner. What better way to finish a championship for all the fans and everybody that's going to be watching? It's definitely going to be the person that wins the race is going to win the championship. So, you know, hopefully one of us can do it, but it's going to be awfully tough against Penske. Dario's definitely a fierce competitor, and it's really cool to have him, you know, on Team Target. You know, we've obviously raced against each other, you know, many years before and opposite teams, but to have him on, you know, I've definitely learned a lot. He's definitely been a tremendous teammate, and you know, it's pretty cool.
We just love to go racing, and the team's the same. Target team's been winning for years. They're just racers, and it's kind of cool, isn't it? Winner takes all. If one of us does win it, but it's going to be interesting down there at Homestead.
I liked night racing. You know, I grew up midget sprint cars, and that's all the time you raced was at night. So I feel much more at home. It's going to be more entertaining being at night. It's a little bit, it shows up faster, better for the fans. So hopefully it'll put on a better race. You know, the more experience we have, the more races we do, the better we're going to get. So Homestead being the last race of the season, I think is going to be one of our better results.
I've actually done pretty well at Homestead every time I've gone. You know, it's, you know, top 5 or 6 usually, and even in my first race I was inside the top 10 until I had my traumatic fireball accident. But I don't mind Homestead. It's a bit challenging. It's the track really, you know, you really go off. The tires go off, and it makes it really tough out there, and you slide around a lot, and it's tough to go too wide there these days, and it's going to really lend to having a good car, which, you know, coming off a place like this where you've got a really challenging turns 3 and 4, you know, hopefully we'll be all right. We'll get a good balance out there, and we'll go and we'll run, and we'll try and make some magic happen at the last one.
I'm living in Miami, so I have a lot of friends over there, and well, I think we're going to have a good car. We have a good test day in the start of the season, and we're going to test again in the end of the month, so I think we're going to have a strong car there.
Homestead's a place I haven't raced yet. And from what I know, it's one of the more difficult circuits to run side by side, but then again with the new rule changes could help quite a lot. I think just if you look at the way we've really moved along here, the McDonald's boys got a lot of momentum on our side, and well, we hope we can get a win at Homestead, but hoping it can play into our hands as the year goes on.
Watch Dixon, Franchitti, and Briscoe battle it out this weekend on Versus and here at IndyCar.com to find out which one will be crowned our 2009 IndyCar Series champion. I'm Lauren Bolander, and you're up to speed.